I'm convinced that men have some she doesn't give a fork anymore radar. It's a superpower. I don't know if this is some sort of evolutionary trait. I don't know what it is. I mean, it would make sense, especially if they're trying to just populate, you know? And as soon as they sense that one of the many women that I'm trying to baby trap, because I'm still trying to do that, has come around and realized that I'm trash and she's not thinking about me anymore. It's like they can sense the minute you're like not at all thinking, and they're like, I need to send her a text. That's what I'll do. I need to friend her on Facebook and get back into her life somehow. Whatever it is, that I swear, my sister warned me about this because she would say that men she hadn't spoken to in years, they always circle back the minute she stopped thinking about them. And this is especially true with the friends with benefits guys, the one-night stand guys, the hookup guys, the guys who know that some of us either A, don't want a relationship and don't care if they come back because we don't want anything with them. And I did a whole video before about that, is a lot of times we don't want them at first, and then we get like traumatized, or, you know, our daddy issues finally rear their ugly head, and we actually fall for these dudes. Not fall in love, but fall for. Limerence, right? But there's plenty of times, you know, where like, whatever, didn't want anything, they know that, they come back around whenever. But a lot of these men, because they're so like predatory in nature, I don't know what this is more like a bug, but they have this sixth sense of like, when a woman who was really crazy about them, who waited for their text, you know, or who just was like the cool girl who's like, whatever, I don't care. The minute that woman is like, yeah, I'm done with this dude, or the minute she falls for another guy, either one, they can sense both. I mean, you know, in Schmegs in the City, Big always knew when Carrie was like with someone else, and he's like, hey, all of a sudden he won her. And I think he could sense it, right? We really think these men are just stupid. They're not. It's the biggest trick they've ever played on us, or one of the biggest. We just underestimate them all the time, right? They know exactly what they're doing. It doesn't occur to us that they might want to disturb our peace, that they might want nothing more than to create confusion and chaos, right? Because we thought they liked us. You know, we were friends. Friends with benefit. None of these men are your friends. I would never treat my friends the way friends with benefit men do this. I can't imagine purposely being like, I'm going to mess with this person. You know what I mean? It never occurs to me that some men get off on disturbing your peace, on having you obsessed with them. Because honestly, as much as like we talk on the internet about like, how do you make them obsessed with me? Have you ever had a man obsessed with you? Like obsessed with you? It's not fun. That's what like stalking and stuff comes. I've been stalked by multiple men. I do not ever want a man obsessed with me. But allegedly, that's what we want. A man who thinks I'm amazing, loves me, all that stuff. That's how my husband feels, but he's not obsessed with me. I don't want men obsessed with me. But these men, they want us obsessed with them with no commitment, obligation, any consequence, whatever, so that so that they feel good about themselves. They need our validation so bad, constantly, our attention, our validation, our love, whatever it is, our food, our bodies, our emotional labor, our free therapy, our career counseling. Even when I was doing like hookups, I had to take breaks because these men exhaust me. I'd be giving free, good career advice to dudes. And the only reason why I even bother is because they could eat my really well. So I was like, meh. But then I was like, fuck this. They should be paying me. I should start charging after we're done with like schmegsy time, because this is really good advice. Career advice, life advice, trauma dump, whatever. These men, they need us so bad, and they need more than one of us usually, unless they're very secure in themselves, confident, have a strong moral compass, and are very disciplined. They just want as many women as possible in their lives, and as soon as they know that one is not available anymore, bing! And that's why you gotta block them. And as this commenter says, thank you for this comment, men who know that you're just on tap, they will never marry you if that's what you want. They'll never really date you. They don't respect you. You know, I'm not saying that you can't just hook up with people, okay? But what I am saying is you have to be very, very careful If you're a woman doing this with a man under patriarchy, these men, they're always gonna lie, manipulate, exploit, or do some kind of like clown behavior unless you vet so harsh and always assume it at some point they're gonna do it. And as soon as they break up with that girl or get dumped or get a divorce, or when they're married in bed and just bored, they're gonna circle back, right? Because they know you don't expect anything else from them. They're counting on that. Friends with benefits never works out well in terms of if you actually want a real relationship, don't fork them. That is like your kitty cat. This is not that powerful, okay? They know you'll let them treat you like crap. They learned that a long time ago. They're never changing. You're never changing them. Stop wasting your time with them. And in my personal experience, let me know if you want a story about this or more details. I've only had like a couple friends with benefits relationships that actually worked out okay. And that's because one of them didn't speak English. So it was perfect. I can't really even get to know you. It's not even friends with, this is like consistent hookup. But the other one lived in another town, because I have learned that with hookups, I don't know which one of these is going to trigger all my attachment style, daddy issue, trauma responses, nervous system, blah. I don't know which one of these is going to do it. The last breadcrumber friends with benefits dude I had, total loser. And yet I fell for him. And then other ones, I didn't feel anything. It's literally like Russian roulette at this point. So this is a dangerous game, because when we fall for these men who do not respect us and are so broken and playing games and don't care about us, we have everything to lose. Financial, in terms of self-respect, our physical safety, our emotional safety, even our lives is never worth it. It's never worth it. Protect your peace at all costs.